Of No Mercy 2024, NXT had some surprise left in store on the August 27th show. Joe Hendry promised a concert likely aimed at All Ego Even Page before their clash. Wesley and Zachary Wentz went face to face just a few weeks after Lee's portrayal, and Kalani Jordan was warming up as well for No Mercy. So yeah, lots going on the show, and let's get straight into it with Fatal Influence against Metaphor. Jasmine Nix distracted Lash Legends long enough for her to walk into a discus forearm from JC. Jane and Fallon Henry then combined to hit a Shining Wizard Round Knee combination for the victory. The presentation of the Fatal Influence felt different than at any time in the build up of this show, and it made a difference. Henry and Jane were solid together and picked up a necessary win. The victory showcased the dangerous chemistry on display in this group that could have Toxic Attraction level up side in NXT. Legend and Jakara Jackson remain a work in progress and that need opportunities. But yeah, I thought it's not a slam-dunk effort, but the former continues to show out with her power. Hopefully this will continue to build stronger foundations in NXT, and of course a few bigger rivals coming here. So yeah, I didn't think it's bad at all. It gets 6 out of 10 for me. Before it's time for Izzy Dame against Kyle Petrovic. Petrovic brought the fight to Dame, even though she was overpowered by a new rival. Dame set up the swinging right side slam, but Petrovic reversed him to roll up for free. 2 rising names in NXT Women's Division battled off the back of a personal attack in the parking lot last week. The contest should have felt much more than it was. However, instead it just came off as another really match, lacking the necessary heat. It was just the first of a series that can ramp up the tension. Hopefully the two will work out the kinks and get more in time for future clashes. This feels like a major test of the outside two women who hoping to kind of get a real spotlight. So yeah, unfortunately gets a 5 out of 10 from me. Before the D'Angelo family took on No Quarter Crash Crew, Ren Sinclair tried to take the lead throughout the match, and much to the chagrin of Dempsey, the miscommunication cost them as Crucifina laid out Bourne for the win. Good time was given to this, but it still kind of fell short in a way. The action cruised long and only ramped up in the closing moments. When it did, it was good. It could have been more, but was worth the time, I think. It was a surprisingly subdued performance from Stacks, who likely wanted to give Crucifina and Rizzo more of a spotlight. The story that acts as spark, though. The Don has No Quarter Crash Crew as a lesser group, and the results mostly back that up. At the very least, it's time to give Stacks, Crucifina and Rizzo more wrestling time. Feels like they're not quite getting the most out of the family. I think it was good in patches. So yeah, on the whole, I'll give it 7 out of 10. But still criticisms there too. Before, with security on hand, Wesley told Zach Wentz that he was on a different level. Wentz said that he grew up and he lost his opportunity in NXT. Both men promised victory in a match that redefined their friendship. Lee earned a chance to be a top heel in NXT, but again, he did not come off as believable in his promo. His repeated line about levels was undercut by a more sincere response from Wentz on losing a friend. Adding to it, Lee's most biting lines on Wentz requiring insulting TNA as a brand, and the whole feud is just walking a tightrope. It does not help that Trey McGuire has been almost forgotten in this story. It all comes off as a simple way to end MSK rather than paying to the Rascals. Still, it's clear the two men are going to leave everything in the ring at No Mercy, and yeah, hopefully it'll live up to the moment. Next up, Kalani Jordan demanded Wendy to reveal her opponent before Chu came out and revealed TNT's Rosemary. The women's North American champion connected on the corkscrew moonsault to survive the Demon Assassin. Afterwards, the arena went dark and Chu's laugh echoes as she choked out Jordan to standstill. Over 8 years, Rosemary has stood as one of the defining members of the TNA Knockouts division. She's been completely loyal to TNA, making a WWE appearance actually seem impossible. However, this partnership continues to bring unexpected moments. It's a shame they didn't have more time, as this was too one-sided for someone of the pedigree of Rosemary. Hopefully this more one-off appearance. Tuesday performer would fit well with the canon that Rosemary has created, perhaps even leading to an Undead Wasteland appearance in NXT, which would be intriguing. But yeah, this was great to see. Before it was time for Brooke Jensen against Manic Blade. Blade brought the fight to Jensen early, but Jensen hit harder. A DDT followed by a diving elbow sealed the victory. It was a squash as expected. On his own, Blade was never going to be much for Jensen, especially as NXT attempts to push him towards stars like Sean Spears. The story made sense, but the action was fairly flat. Jensen is not completely selling a loose cannon character. He just doesn't have a necessary menace. Spears might be able to kind of impart that with time, but it hasn't happened quite yet, so I'll go 6 out of 10. Next up on NXT, it was Joe Coffey against Javon Evans. Javon Evans fought with all his heart, but Gallant's advantage was just too much to overcome. Mark Coffey showed Joe Coffey from a cutter to set his brother up for the all the best for the bells to the win. On paper, Coffey Evans was not an exciting matchup, but the former played his role so well against the latter, punishing the young star's previous toughness. The way the Gallant's leader fired up when Evans tried to match both for both made this feel special and set the stage for the best match in Monday night by a solid margin. It's a shame to see Evans losing. He never got a one-on-one title opportunity, but hopefully he will do it at some point in the future. The rest of you kind of needs to focus on elevating him, because he probably needs it at this point more than coffee. But I thought this was decent, 6 out of 10. Before Joe Hendry started his concert with a song for All Ego Page, All Ego attempted to ruin the fun, but NXT GM Ava responded by bringing out Trick Williams as a special guest referee for the No Mercy title match. Page walked into a standing ovation and Trick counted for the 3. The show ended with Pete Dunne warning Trick Williams that he would not be able to make it to their next match next week. While Hendry latest song was not his best, the way it sparked the crowd as the whole segment worked, it genuinely felt like Page was facing an entire movement coming for him. The segment put Hendry over too strong for him to actually win at No Mercy, but it was always unlikely that a TNA wrestler would become the NXT champion. What mattered the most was selling a big match for a major moment, and the show ended with its 2 hottest stars controlling the crowd with confidence. So yeah, you'd have to say it's a very strong ending. And overall, NXT this week gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, a really good episode of NXT for me this week. Good stuff. I thought, the ending was really strong. That last match, Coffee v Evans, I think were probably the 2 highlights of the show. And yeah, on the whole, it was just generally a really good show. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Few weak points, but lots of good stuff.
Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.